It's a meditation, a guided meditation for you as a gift to start the new year ahead and welcome in the opportunities that lie ahead in 2024. My name is Jill Chapman and I'm an occupational psychologist and coaching psychologist and one of the co-founders of Create Flow. And meditation and mindfulness are some of the tools that I love to share with our clients, along with my colleagues sharing opportunities to take part in nature connection, in breath work and various other mind and body modalities, really enabling leaders to be the best version of themselves and to bring their best into their leadership, becoming future fit leaders with capacity and energy and vitality to create the future world and use their leadership in service of a better world where there's positive impact and benefits for all. So this guided meditation is an opportunity to step out of the busyness, a busy time coming back to work after the break. It's likely you've many emails awaiting you. It's likely many people want your time and attention. The diary's already full, perhaps for January, may even be for February and March too. So therefore it's even more important than ever to take these moments to allow yourself the time to reconnect with yourself, with the people around you, the space you're in. By taking these times to reconnect, there's a slowing down, and in that slowing down there's a fantastic opportunity to create the space and build the capacity to attend to whatever lies ahead with greater clarity, greater connection, greater commitment, and to be able to form the relationships in a meaningful and authentic way that are needed in order to achieve the goals that you have for the year ahead. So whenever you notice your mind or your body reacting to these opportunities to slow down, to step out of the busyness, whenever you notice there's an old story or reaction that's saying that you haven't got the time or that you need to be doing more, it's helpful and useful perhaps just to bring in a voice that reminds the mind and body of the usefulness of stepping out, of the value of slowing down, and really building that trust that this approach is more sustainable and achieves results in a healthy way. So in this short opportunity of creating space, let's just take a moment just to notice the body right now and make any adjustments that you need to find yourself in a nice, comfortable, but also alert and upright, composed posture. So just coming away perhaps from the back of the chair if you're sitting down, or if you're standing, just finding a nice balanced posture on your feet, one that has a sense of equal distribution of weight, where there's a sense of uplift, that the shoulders are perhaps rolled back nicely so there's an openness in the chest, allowing more space for breath. Just noticing the tummy, if there's any tension in this lower part of the abdomen here. If you notice any tension or tightness here, see if there's a way of just softening. Or anywhere else in the body you notice may have tensed up, just by becoming aware of posture. See if there's an opportunity just to bring a sense of softening to that area. And now just feeling into the feet on the floor, feeling grounded by the earth beneath the feet. Starting to notice that while sitting or standing, you're being held, and that gravity holds you here. And that you can trust in all of this and just allow a little bit more letting go and softening. Becoming aware of the top of the head and the space above, the connection up to the sky, the universe. Is there a little bit more uplift you can find with this awareness and the connection to the universe present? And just, if you like, bringing the chin in slightly can really allow that feeling of stretch up the back of the neck. Not forcing anything, but just finding that nice stretch up the back of the neck, the vertebrae there. And even more of a sense of uplift right now. We've taken this time to find a posture that feels balanced and composed. And as we're slowing down here, it's likely the mind may already be confused maybe, or it might be busy in chatter or other distractions, as it does. And that's okay. And just taking this opportunity if the mind has become distracted, just to see if you can guide it back now, guiding it back to the feet on the ground. Almost like you're shining a torch, a spotlight of your attention now into the feet and noticing the feet here. And starting to tune into the body by becoming aware of feelings and sensations in the body right now. How do the feet feel? Is there any tingling, any temperature you can notice? Perhaps in the toes, the arch of the foot, the heel. And now noticing the ankles. Is there anything you sense here? And if there isn't, notice this. There's no need for anything to be other than it is right now. We're simply inquiring into how things feel in the body moment by moment. Now bringing attention to the lower part of the legs, the calf muscles, the bone that goes from the knee to the ankle, the shins. Can we notice anything when we're paying attention to the lower part of our legs? And when we do, just noticing this as a feeling and sensation. Now, shining that spotlight on the knees, the front of the knee and the back of the knee. What do we notice here in this joint of the body that works so hard for us every day? Again, no need to force anything and no need for anything to be other than it is right now. Just opening up to notice these feelings and sensations as they appear in our awareness. And gently guiding that attentive spotlight to the thighs, the upper parts of the legs. Perhaps noticing the connection with the chair if you're sitting down on the lower thighs. Perhaps noticing the feeling and sensation of clothing on the skin, or the muscles beneath the skin, or the bones themselves. Just being interested, what do I feel here in this part of my body? Now holding the whole of your legs and feet in your awareness right now. Becoming aware of all feelings and sensations in this part of the body. Guiding attention to the lower part of the back, bottom of the spine, the sitting bones as well on the chair. Noticing now any sensations that appear in your consciousness as you guide that spotlight of attention up the vertebrae of your back, being interested and curious to different feelings that may appear at different places, or maybe not. Simply being attentive and interested in the spine and the vertebrae in the spine right now. Going right up between the shoulder blades to the back of the neck and the head. Just noticing all of the spine now. And coming round to the front of the body. Guiding that attention now to notice the lower abdomen, the pelvic area. Noticing the bones, the hip bones. Perhaps noticing any space within the body here. What are the feelings and sensations that you become aware of when you attend to this area? And gently guiding that spotlight of attention to the tummy. And perhaps being interested in feeling sensations in the organs inside the body. Is there anything that's of interest here as you inquire into sensations inside the body? And again, nothing needs to be anything other than it is. Just opening up to all feelings and sensations, just as this. Feelings and sensations in the body in this moment. What do we notice with the rib cage when we take our attention here? Perhaps being aware of the movement here with breath coming in and out. How does it feel as the rib cage moves with breath? What's that sensation like? What do we notice inquiring into the breath itself, the lungs moving, filling with air? How do the lungs feel right now? And as we come to the top of the body here, starting to bring your awareness to the shoulders. The shoulders, the front of the shoulders, the top, and the shoulder blades down the back. You may even want to roll the shoulders again here, just to feel into feelings and sensations in this part of the body, an area where we often hold tension or tightness. So just allowing a letting go if that's your experience here. Again, however things are as we inquire into the body, see if we can open up and accept them as this. Noticing the upper arms now as they come down the sides of your body. Perhaps noticing the feeling of gravity here. Can you feel into the muscles and the bones, the skin? Is there anything you notice when you take the attention to the elbow joints? Joining the upper arm to the lower arm. And the lower arm from the elbow to the wrists. What comes into your awareness as you attend to these parts of your body? And the wrist itself, connecting the lower arm to the hands. And as we bring interest and curiosity to the hands, let's notice into all of the tiny bones in the hands, the joints in the fingers, the nails, the tips of the fingers. What do we notice when we're really curious about feelings and sensations in the hands right now? What's the temperature on the fingertips like for you? And again, opening up to accept however it is, just being interested. And then taking this attention back up the arms to the shoulders. And now the neck. How does the front of the neck, the throat feel? The back of the neck that connects to our head. Is there any tension here as we inquire into different parts of the neck? Vital in connection of mind and brain to body. And noticing as we gently guide that spotlight of attention to the head, what starts to come into our awareness here? What are the feelings and sensations when we inquire to the skull itself, the back of the head, the sides of the head, the top and crown of the head and the forehead? Can we sense into the skin here, the hair, the skull underneath? Perhaps into the brain being protected by the skull with all of its activity. Any sensations or feelings that we notice when we're interested and bring attention here. If we shine the spotlight into the ears, take each ear in turn. Be really interested in the left ear, inside the ear, outside of the ear, and the right ear, inside the ear, the outside of the ear. How do the ears feel right now? What about your nose? How does the nose feel in this moment? Can you notice the sensations of breath coming in and out? What about the mouth, the lips, inside the mouth? What do you notice when you take attention here that you hadn't noticed before? Becoming aware of all the features of the face that carry so much of our emotions every day. How does the chin, the jawbone feel? What about the forehead and the brow? We guide our attention to be interested in the eyes and the eye sockets and the space between the eyes and to the sides of the eyes. Anything here to be interested in as a feeling or a sensation. And now holding the whole of your head in your awareness. And noticing the head in connection with the body and torso, and the legs and the feet. Expanding that awareness to be present and aware of the whole body here right now, alive with feelings and emotions. Alive with feelings and sensations. And opening up to accept the whole experience, noticing the shifting and changing of experience moment by moment. And from here, let's bring our attention now, narrowing that attention down to the breath, and notice the breath and how this feels and sensations of breathing as the breath comes in and out of the body. So you may want to place a hand wherever you feel the breath, perhaps on the tummy or the chest. Or you may want to notice the sensations of breath in the nostrils. So as you breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth or nose, just become aware of the sensations of breathing. No need to force the breath in any way here. Allow the breath to breathe itself. And just notice if the mind is trying hard or wanting to breathe in a perfect way or a slow way or trying to do something. See if you can just allow the instruction to let the breath breathe. It knows how to breathe. There's nothing to force here, nothing to change. We're simply being aware of the sensations of breathing. Just noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. And being with this breath and this breath. And if the mind wanders off into any sorts of thoughts, as it does, just gently escort it back when you catch it to come back to the breathing, noticing the sensations of breath. It doesn't matter how many times the mind wanders. We can practice the skill of bringing the mind back and congratulate ourselves for doing so. And as we continue to breathe, I invite you to create the space here, noticing there's space within you for breath, allowing yourself to really breathe into the spaciousness of the body, in whatever way feels right for you. And as you breathe in, inviting in with that in-breath, some kind words for yourself for the year ahead. As you breathe in, imagine a white golden light, a bright light on the in-breath. The breath is light as you breathe in. And as you exhale, just allow your body just to let go on that exhalation, allowing a release, a softening. There's a kindness that you're giving yourself by softening and releasing on the out-breath. So breathing in, light to yourself with some kind words accompanying it. Considering some words that you want to hear towards yourself right now. It might be something that you want to achieve in the year ahead. It might be something you want to make space for in the year ahead. It might be a quality that you would like to embody more. So breathing in those kind words, those intentions, breathing in words that invite in that quality, whatever it is that's important to you right now, you have the space here to bring this into yourself as you breathe in. Let it flow in with that golden bright light. Fill your body right now with these kind words, words of encouragement and support. And as you exhale, really have that sense of letting go. And in the letting go, you are creating more space. Opening up the space for that next in-breath to come in, even more of that kind, warm, supportive intention for yourself. Breathing that in now with the light that comes with it. Imagine this flowing through the whole body, filling the space you've made. And with that exhalation, allowing a release, a letting go, clearing out to create more space. A space that invites in the warm, kind, supportive intention. The invitation for the year ahead. Allow it all in, flowing with light into the space you've created. And a few more cycles of this light, supportive quality coming in, filling the space, and of the letting go and releasing to create space. A few more of these cycles in your own time. Breathing in the invitation, the intention, creating space as you let go and release. And as we continue with our in-breath and our out-breath, we can expand this kindness, this support and encouragement beyond the self. We continue to invite that in on the in-breath for ourselves, breathing in kindness, support, encouragement on the in-breath. And as we breathe out, we'll now direct that out to people around us. On the out-breath, we're sharing out that gift of kindness, of encouragement, of support for others. So breathing in for yourself, accompanied by that white or golden light. And as your breath becomes an out-breath, sending that kindness and the same intention, the same quality outwards to those around you, to your friends and colleagues, family and loved ones. Sharing that out with the out-breath. So breathing in for you, kind intentions inwards and out for others. And again, allowing yourself the opportunity for the spaciousness of this. In for you and out for others in your own time for the next cycle of breaths. You may even want to imagine the space and capacity you have in yourself getting larger and larger as you breathe into yourself, bringing this invitation in and allowing yourself to really extend that quality outwards on that out-breath. Imagine perhaps the distances this extends becoming further, wider, broader each breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And a couple more of these cycles of in for you and out for others. And the ripple of this getting wider and wider. And as you allow your breath now just to settle back to its natural rhythm, just perhaps placing the hand on the heart and maybe one on the tummy here, if that feels right to do so. And just bringing in some thanks to yourself for making the space and time to create the space and the time. And just feeling into feelings and sensations again in the body. Noticing anything present right now. And the sensation of the hands on the body here, a sensation with an intention to bring in love and kindness. And just allowing some softening in these areas, a letting go. And from here, just bringing in some final kind words to yourself that you want to take with you into the year ahead. What words could you say to yourself as if you were saying them to a best friend or a loved one? What is it you need to hear right now that's going to feel good for you? Bring those words into yourself right now. from here, from this place, allow yourself to fully listen in and welcome in these kind, encouraging words. And then resting the hands on the lap or allowing them just to drop to the sides if you're standing. Allowing a moment now just to start to get some very small movements into the body. And as we gently start to adjust into movement, do it very gently and very gradually. The smallest of movement to begin with. Perhaps a wiggle of the toes or a wiggle of the fingers. And then the next movement that feels right for the body. Whatever that might be, start listening to the body and noticing where it wants to make a small, gentle movement right now. And respond to that. Perhaps rolling of the shoulders or moving of the hips. Perhaps picking the feet up and moving them on the floor. And only when you feel ready, without any need to rush at all, just start to allow a nice stretch to come into the body in whatever way feels right for you. Notice how welcome a stretch feels right now. Reminding yourself as you start to awaken the body again that the mind and the body are here connected, and that by taking these small spaces to reconnect, we're opening ourselves up, we're creating the space. We're energizing ourselves with the qualities that we need, and we're taking this outwards, providing this also in service of others. So congratulating yourself for this space. And if you found this useful, or if there's a sense that you're curious to see how beneficial this is for you, perhaps diarise a regular time for yourself daily to take part in a mindfulness activity of this nature. And perhaps keep some notes or some journaling to notice the benefits of this as you step into today, tomorrow, the week, the month and the year ahead. Thank you for joining me.